Hey, what's up, guys? Just Matt here with OddsJam coming to you live with some positive EV bets, also showing off the live positive EV betting tool. So let me just share my screen and I'll wait a little bit to give people time to join, since I know I've heard from people in the past that we shouldn't immediately, sorry, need to clear my throat, immediately start these live streams because like if people can't join the second that you start it, then obviously they're starting from behind. So at least if I wait a little bit to get started, give people time to show up, can do that. Did this on Sunday during NFL week 2. Had some pretty good success with the live bets. I think the majority of the ones that I placed actually hit, which was exciting. So I'm going to try to do the same thing with baseball. I figured it makes more sense to talk about live betting when games are actually live as opposed to like a pre-recorded one. So figured I would do that. So I'll give it another 15 seconds or so to give people time. Let me turn the recommended filters. Actually, no, I'm doing live betting. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Like the live betting tool, there aren't a ton of plays in terms of like high EV percent right now. Granted, there's not a ton of games going on. There's what? four games going on right now. And then some are starting, like some are in warm up and stuff. So I'm guessing the amount of plays and the percent of plays will be higher, but you can see some like pretty ridiculously high EV percent plays when you are live betting, just because of the odds are just have such dramatic swings between what odds are priced at. So like pregame, you know, you'll find examples like this where like 5% EV, 6% EV, 7% EV, where the odds are pretty decently mispriced. But live betting, it's like wild what the difference in prices can be. So I love looking at like live betting. So there's to start with the strategies. I guess I've been going long enough. To start with strategies for live betting, number one, you have to look for a game that is at the end of at some sort of stoppage. So like end second, mid second, like bottom one, we're going to avoid. Top two, especially with the man on, we're going to avoid. You have to look at a game during a stoppage. So during football, end of quarter, end of half, something like that. Same thing for basketball, end of quarter, end of half. You can, like if you're watching a game and it's at a commercial break, you can check then, but that's obviously more difficult because the game is obviously going to come back from commercial break and still be played. But end of a quarter, and even more importantly, end of a half is when live betting is the best. But it works for end of an inning, specifically for baseball as well. So there are two games that we can look at. End one in the Astros versus Houston. Tough. I had Nerfy in this game. It lost on like a solo shot, I think is how there's a score. Maybe not. No, it wasn't a solo shot. But regardless, lost my Nerfy on that one. But so we're going to look specifically at Houston versus Tampa Bay. So like a couple plays here. First half total runs, looks like there are multiple. And we see some higher percents here as well, which is good. First half over 3.5 plus 123 on Bet Rivers. Game total over 7 plus 143 on Bet Rivers. First half run line, Tampa Bay Rays -0.5. Normally I just control F the team because that's the easiest way to find. So it looks like total runs over 6.5 as well. I actually like all of those. I mean, how many hits? I guess the inning just started, but how many hits did they give up? Yeah, the pitching started, so this one will change a little bit. I mean, 3 hits in the first. Maybe, I mean, Shane McClanahan's obviously a great pitcher. Maybe he'll settle down. But yeah, so I like to check in the middle of games or see when there's a stoppage to place these live EV bets, or else the odds change just too quickly and it's impossible to get stuff in. The next thing that I like to do, and this is what I do like before I start positive EV betting, is just log into every sports book. So like I have all the sports books in like a folder on here. You literally just open them up and log in. So that way, as soon as you see a bet, you can go in and place it. So you don't have to go in, log in, find the bet, stuff like that. Have your location get figured out, because location issues are super annoying. But being logged into all the sports books is super important because, like I said, you can literally just go in and check. So I'll do that when I'm live betting. And then, of course, if you missed it at the beginning, find a game that's at some sort of stoppage. Here we go, like N1, perfect example. Phillies versus Blue Jays. The game that inning just ended. Let me refresh here, actually. So refresh, and now I'm looking specifically in the Phillies versus Blue Jays. So let's see what we got here. Looks like there's one. The Blue Jays -3.5 plus 130 on Caesars. Same logic in terms of like how to decide whether you should place a bet or not. I mean, like average odds here plus 113, like that's pretty good. If I can, I'll go ahead. I'll break my rule of I wasn't logged in before, but I'll actually go ahead and lock this one in. Why is this so small? If I can get it in time. So we're looking at Blue Jays -3.5 plus 130. So let's see if I can get it. -3.5. No, the odds already changed. So changed pretty dramatically as well. So let me refresh this. And that was -3.5. Yeah, it was. So it's no longer plus 130. So let me refresh this page. The game's still at the end of an inning. So hopefully I can still get it in, get something in if it refreshes. So let's see. Yeah, this probably needs to update because this is incorrect. Oh, it's first half run line. Oh, so it was a user error. So let's see. 5 innings minus, looks like I see 4.5. I see 2.5. I don't see 3.5. So the still says it's up. I wonder if it's a different, if that's just not offered in my state or something. Because let's see. Yeah, these are all full game. Yeah, all right. So I'm not able to get that one in, which is unfortunate with live betting. That's how things go. But in terms of just like regular EV, the strategy is the same, right? Like you want to look for a play and you want to see if it's an outlier when compared across all the books. You want to look at the market width as well. Make sure that it's a tight market. So like that one being at whatever, I forget what it was at. And I can refresh and see if there's another one. Maybe another game is at an ending. No. And I think we're pushing an upgrades because the site's kind of slow. But here we go. Oh, so this one actually, the run line is up there. Yeah, 22 cents in market width. That one's all good. So it's -3.5. Let's see if I can get this one in. No, they locked it. See, like that's the problem when games are currently going live. Which is why you want to find a break. And it's easier for football and basketball because like end of halves and stuff is going to be way longer than the end of an inning. But yeah, either way, live betting, like it worked really well for me on NFL or for the NFL on Sunday, I should say. I can't remember how many I placed. It was like 3 to 5. And I think all of them but one hit. And I was able to lock in a lot of them live as well. So hopefully people were as well. But yeah, I mean, the logic in terms of plus EV betting is the same. You want to look for outliers. You want to look for tight market width. Like for stuff like this, like you want to look and see where every book is pricing it. Like this is a great play. The under in the West Virginia versus Virginia Tech game. That MGM didn't have me severely limited. Like let's see if how much I can get on this one. I also don't have a ton of money left in BetMGM because why would I? They don't let me get anything in. So I don't have a ton of money left in there, but let's see. Because I do actually like this one a lot, under 52.5. I'm guessing like every book is going to have it priced below this number because how we see they have it priced -135, -122, -130. Then if you open it in a new tab, here we go. Exactly. Every book has it priced differently. 51.5, 50. Bet Online, another sharp book, has it at 50.5. OddsJam is favoring the under at 52.5, a full point lower at 51.5. Like this is an awesome bet. So I want to go ahead. I'm going to see if I can lock this in. So where is the search? Here we go. Maybe not. I thought they had a search bar. Yeah. Oh, well, I'll go see if I can find it because the game is being played, I think, on Thursday. So it should be easy to find. Yeah, here we go. Under 52.5. I'd like to get 50 on it. Maybe they will because it's a main line. Maybe they will let me get 50. We'll see. Yeah, let me get 546. But if you're at home and you're placing this bet, I actually think this is worth a full unit. So if you can lock in Virginia Tech versus West Virginia, this under 52.5, -110 on WinBet, I would take that for a full unit. I'll put a full unit on that one. If only BetMGM let me. But regardless, live betting, positive EV betting, strategies are the same. See, now you're seeing like some wild percents, 27, 12, 10, 9. And these aren't necessarily outliers either because you just see monster swings between the books. Like this one already changed. It's no longer available, which is the unfortunate reality of live EV betting. But yeah, it can be very fruitful. So for those of you that are live betting, just look for the same strategies as normal positive EV betting, and I just look for games that are at some sort of stoppage. But that's it. That's going to be everything. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll do more of these live betting streams, mostly during football games, obviously, because that's when the live betting is super fun. But that's it. So appreciate you guys who tuned in. Have a good one.